Hi, you guys.
What's going on?
Hello, Carla.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Good to
I'm
see
good.
you
It's
Saint
good to
Lunatic. How you doing?
Wayne. So I was extremely struck by this story because growing up, my dad was in the Marine Corps and we moved all the time. And so it was always, a struggle for me to fit in because I was kind of nerdy and geeky and I didn't fit in. Sometimes I didn't fit in with the nerds and sometimes I didn't fit in with the cool kids either. So I could totally relate to that part of the story. And I just wanted to share that. But I also was struck by the fact that with this game, they're able to control an aspect of their life, right? So if
Yes.
you were able to control any aspect of your life with a game
Ooh.
console, what would it be and why would you do it?
I'm a big car person. So I automatically go to some sort of race car thing or some sort of off-road driving or something. Look, I'm a good driver, so at least I like to believe I am. And I probably drive faster than I should. But I don't know. I guess, for me, it would be something to do with cars and driving fast and I guess that's not me control. I guess I already do that. I'm me controlling me already because I do that already. But I guess that's the aspect of my life. It would have to be a video game based around racing.
I would say, I think it's pretty easy. I would say I would turn back the clock a bit. I would take time, you know what I'm saying? If I could control that, I would go backwards a bit and he'll be 18 years old again. I'd be Marseille's present age and kind of rewind the clock sometimes, start over.
I
Oh,
got
that's difficult. I was trying to think while O was speaking,
I
but
was trying to listen, I was trying to give a sister a minute to think because I knew you were gonna need it.
yeah, for real. Oof. I guess I would say I would do out of the ordinary things and not like certain jobs or any of that, but I would say, you know how you jump really high in games or you can fly or just speed or like snap your fingers and be somewhere. It could probably be that snap my fingers and then I'll be somewhere. I think that could be like my video game power because they do that in GTA or something. Like, yeah, 'cause, you snap and you're at a totally different location.
Okay, a
So,
little bewitch action. I feel you. I
It's
feel you.
interesting. Both of us said movement.
yeah, I think,
Movement, like, right? Time backwards, time forward. Like it's, yeah.
yeah, I
That
would
is
say that because
interesting.
traveling is crazy. So I think that would take a lot of my
Stress
time.
is
Yeah,
off.
stress time. Yeah.
Navigating what I want to do next, like being decisive. Like
Mhm.
I have that power, but it's hard for me to use. Like we all have that, but I would like to be able to control that better, like being more specific about what I want to do.
Kelly.
You know, I'm stumped. I'm sitting up here like, ooh, like a part that I could. My superpower would be to clone myself because I think as a woman, I think as a man or woman, but for me, I miss my kids when I'm away. And sometimes, my son will say, well, this happened at school or this other parent was there. And my mom guilt will definitely kick in, although I'm working and, he knows that. And the home he stays in, his school that he goes to, the clothes on his back, the food in the refrigerator, the water he drinks and everything, shows for itself. It's great. He's living a good life, but it's like, I still wish I was there with him. There are other things that I'd like to get done even faster. So I probably clone myself.
So from both of you, I'd love to know who you never stop rooting for.
To be honest, any of my family. Because of the fact that I think that in family, you have sometimes these hiccups, the relationship hiccups, and they suck. They really, really suck. And I think that sometimes we will hold people on such a high pedestal that when they do fall from grace, we forget that they are human. And you have to allow them grace and space to see themselves. And sometimes when they see themselves, they're able to talk to you about possibly what happened, or you're able to come to some sort of hopefully resolve in that way. And I think that I never stop rooting for my family. We might have our moments, but I think that when we talk and we're able to allow each other this space, yeah, we can continue to root for each other always.
I love that. Look at you being a little black angel. I love you for that.
You-
Come on, Rome. Bring it on home.
Just like how we wrote it up together.
No,
Yeah.
that's right.
I'm gonna say what she said. You know, we worked this out earlier. Myself, I'm trying to maintain that. That's so hard because it's easy to root for our families, right? Because we see them in a perspective they don't see themselves.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to practice that for myself.
That's good.
You know, because I'm like, we put ourselves through so much because we have so high expectations for ourselves, and when we don't meet those things, even if people don't know about the expectations, we do ourselves.
Mhm.
And so then we have to deal with that and sit with it and, you know, try to navigate what it means when we feel like we come up short. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to operate in a space of like, keep supporting myself, but it's kind of like out of body experience to try to do that. It's kind of hard to do, but just trying to remind myself and be mindful.
Of course, I'm a teenager, so you go through the ups and downs with the family, your immediate family, the people that are living in your household every day. But I mean, at the end of the day, they're my blood, they're my people, and they know me better than I know myself sometimes. And I believe that, you know, we are put on this earth with people that support you, whether that's your family, your friends you call family, or whoever. So those are definitely my parents for me. I always root for them.
I love that, Amari.
I would say, you know, first and foremost, once you become a parent, you got to say kids. So Nova and Brave for sure. And obviously, they're incredibly strong and dubious fellow St. Louis to you, mom of theirs, Jay Bird. And then to
Yes.
Marseille's point, you know, Joyce and Clifford Hardwick, the two that are responsible for so much that I've become and I am. My mom and papa, who raised me right here in Atlanta, where we are talking to you from an undisclosed spot somewhere in ATL. But yeah, mom and pops, always rooting for them. My siblings too, but the two people who gave me life and those two that I gave life to with the help of Jay.
I root for my family. I root for my wife Dominique, my son Kyle, and my daughter Ava. You know, all the time. That's what we want. I mean, that's what this film is really about: family. And at the end of the day, no matter what or where or what's going on or what isn't going on, you know, the bottom line is that we have each other and that you got to stand there and support each other through everything. And you know, and that should be enough. That should be enough, you know, your friends and your family. So that's what it's all about.
And last but not least, do you play fantasy football? And who's your favorite fantasy football team? I know you play. I know you do.
So I am not in a fantasy football league myself, you know, but I will say real life, let's go Rams. You know, I got to give a shout out to the Falcons as well, because, you know, they opened their arms to us and allowed us into their home. And also too, I live in Los Angeles, but I also have some property here in Atlanta. So but, you know, hometown is the LA Rams, but I'm going to take the Falcons as a secondary home. So.
I love that. Please give Jay a hug for me. And I just want to spend this last bit of my time saying this to you, Marseille. I know that in the film, they refer to you as the LeBron of robotics, but you're the LeBron of producing, baby, because you have got it on lockdown since you were in the single digits. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on your 8 seasons of Blackish. Omari, I know I'm going to see you soon, but I just wanted to take the time to give props where props are due for both of you. And thank you for giving me your time today. I appreciate you.
We receive it. Very
Thank you
humble.
so much.
And
Yes.
keep dropping those gems that you do. We
Yes,
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye now.
Peace.
Bye.